Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Negative Zero, and today I thought I would show you how to install the Brotherhood of Shadow mod for the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on the Android platform. First, naturally, you need to have KOTOR installed on your Android device. You can get it easily enough from Google Play, but keep in mind that it's free for Amazon Underground app users. To install the mod on Android, you first need to install it on a Windows PC, then copy the relevant folders over to your Android device. You do not need to own KOTOR on PC to get this to work. And finally, we're going to do a little file renaming trickery to allow us to completely finish the story. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, in order to install this mod, we first need to make a new folder, and we're going to name it KOTOR. Like so. Now, there's nothing in there, and we can't really install the mod at this point. Oh, actually, first I should tell you, in order to get the Brotherhood of Shadow mod, you should head over to nexusmods.com. It's the 95th mod. You can just do a search once you get to nexusmods.com/KOTOR, and it will come right to this page. Actually, there's a couple of them. You want the one with the most downloads. There are two files in here you want. There's the Brotherhood of Shadow, Solomon's Revenge, the mod itself. There's also a patch. We're not going to really deal with that right now. You do need to make an account with Nexus Mods in order to download a file of this size. It's really easy to do. You just need an email. You don't need to pay anything or anything like that. Once you're logged in and ready to go, you would just click down manually. And, well, you can see I'm not logged in, so we can't really show you any more than that. But you would click on this and you would download the file. This is what it would look like. It would be a RAR compressed file. And once you have it on your computer, you would have to extract it. I prefer to use 7-zip. You can use whatever file manager extraction tool you want, but we would extract it to a new folder. I already did. It's right here. If I tried to install this right now using the TSL patcher, we would have a big problem. When we install it, we would have to point it to our new KOTOR folder that's on our desktop right here. And there's a problem. The dialog.tlk file is not there. We need that file in order to install this mod. And we need the actual dialog.tlk file, because if we don't have it, this mod actually messes around with the dialog a lot. So what I also did, I downloaded the Canderous Overhaul. There are numerous mods out there that have the dialog.tlk file. This is just one that was recommended actually in my Modding KOTOR Android edition by somebody. I'm sorry, I can't remember their name, but they said, hey, use the Canderous Overhaul and you don't have to worry about making a junk file. So here you can see right here, we're not actually going to install the Canderous Overhaul. We're just going to take this file and we're going to put it in here. And it's right there. So now when we try to install Brotherhood of Shadow, it should work fine. Let's see if it does in our KOTOR folder. And there we go. This is going to take a couple minutes to install. I'll cut right back when it's done. Well, the mod is done installing. It looks like there was an error involved. I'm really not surprised, seeing as how we're not doing this the proper way. I wonder if we can see where that error is. There's so much stuff that happened. Is it at the top? I don't think this will be an issue at all. I've played the mod twice on Android, so I'm sure it's going to be fine. So if we go into the KOTOR folder, we should have all of the stuff involved. There's our dialog.tlk. We don't really need that anymore, but these are all the files involved in the mod. Now, stream music and stream waves deal with the sound and with the voice dialogue in the game. We unfortunately can't use those on Android, and they take up a lot of space, so don't bother moving those over. What we do want is to take these three folders and move them over to our KOTOR drive. However, before we do that, we need to fix a couple of things in the modules folder. So let's go ahead and open that up. And you can see there's a whole bunch of areas that are added to this game. We want the Czerka stuff because In the Android version, if you click on a certain area of the Czerka mining facility, if you click on a certain door to go to a new area, the game crashes and you cannot continue. That's this. Actually, I think we're in the circle, which is maybe the apartments area, and then you click to the first level of the mining facility, and you can't get there, the game crashes. So what we're going to do first, we're actually going to delete BOS_Czerka. That is no longer going to be something we want. What we will do is we're going to take BOS Czerka 3 and we're going to rename it without the 3. So now when we click on that door, we're going to actually end up at the third level of the Czerka mining facility, which will make the game not crash. So we're going to miss a couple of levels of the game, probably a couple of side quests, but we'll be able to finish it, which is the main point. Now, we do need to take this BOS circle. We need to, let's see. I think what I want to do is copy this and paste it over here. We need to copy and paste it. We're going to have a double of the BOS circle so that we can go back and finish. Once we finish the mod, we need to make our way back to Korriban and Dreshte Colony so we can go on with the rest of the game instead of just ending it all there. So we're going to rename this BOS Czerka 3. One thing I should point out is that this method of renaming the files so that we can work around the crash point in the Brotherhood of Shadow mod is that it's not mine. That's not my method of doing this. I actually picked this up from a guy named Darth, non-original name. He made a post in the Slaheron forum thread over on deadlystream.com that detailed in very clear steps what you were supposed to do. So all thanks to that guy for sharing that with us, the rest of the world, on how to do this. Anyway, now comes the part where we need to get our PC files over to our Android device. I'm going to do it by using a USB stick. I'm also going to go in here and pick up a save file that allows you to start right where Brotherhood of Shadow begins. It actually begins after the Leviathan level of KOTOR, so that's after 3 planets of star maps and the Leviathan spaceship level with Admiral Saul. I'm going to go ahead and put this in. And we're also going to go to our KOTOR folder, and we're going to copy over these 3 files, again, skipping the sound files. Once I finish this transfer, I will go ahead and fire up my Shield TV, and I'll show you how to get those into the right locations on your Android device. Okay, so here we are on my NVIDIA Shield TV. What we need to do now, I've put the USB drive into the Shield TV slot, so we just need to copy the files from the USB stick into the KOTOR folder. So let's go ahead and do that. No, I did not want Sideload Manager. I want Total Commander. You can use whatever file manager you want. Some people prefer ES File Explorer. I like Explorer and I like Total Commander. I'm more familiar with Total Commander, so let's go ahead and do that. First, we're going to go into... Actually, we're going to go into our KOTOR drive. I'm going to do the save first. We're going to copy that over. And what you want to do, you want to go into your SD card. It's sometimes called the 0 drive. We're going to go into Android data com.aspire.swkotor and into the files. Now, to copy that save file over, I'm going to go into my saves file. I have a ton of them over here. In fact, I might already have this save. No, it doesn't look like it. So let's go down here to copy. And there you go. It's in. That's the save file that I'll use when I fire up the game. The next thing we want to do, actually we want to go up and we want to go to our modules, movies, and override. Now, these wouldn't normally be here in the vanilla KOTOR, but since I'm already playing Brotherhood of Shadow as a Let's Play, these are already in, but I would take these 3 folders and I would copy them into this exact spot, into the files folder of com.aspire.swkotor. So we would copy those over I've already done it, so I won't bore you with that. But what I will do is fire up the game and show you what that save file looks like. All right, so here we are at the main menu for KOTOR. Let's see where that save is. Do you see it? 390. Yeah, BOS save. Yeah, and it's got a cheat. It's got some cheats. I don't think you can die if you use this save. And here we are. I think it actually has you on Korriban. Let's take a look. Lightsaber with some decent powers. Let's look at the character. Sentinel and Scout. Oh, not too bad. We've got Force Storm and we've got Kill. So it's not way overpowered and dominate mind. Anyway, this character, oh, I forgot to look at the level. Yeah, level 18. So you can pretty much handle everything in Brotherhood of Shadow. It's just a good save. I thought it was a dark side save, but apparently not. I guess I just saw the powers. If you don't want to play through the whole KOTOR game, this is not a bad way to do it. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it and found it informative. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.